Hello everyone, today is our day second of chapter Heat and Energy. Students, in the first video we have discussed the various objectives of this chapter and the topics which we have discussed yesterday are concept of heat, concept of temperature and the difference between heat and temperature. The topics that we will discuss today that are thermal expansion and anomalous expansion of water. So let's start with the first topic that is thermal expansion.
Yes, students, heat can cause change in dimensions, that is, length, breadth, or area of an object. On gaining heat energy, the dimensions of an object increase, and this is termed as thermal expansion. Whereas on losing heat energy or on cooling, the dimensions of an object decrease, and this is termed as thermal contraction. As shown in this diagram, suppose the ring and the metal ball have same diameter so that the metal ball can easily pass through the ring. But if we heat the metal ball, what will happen? Its size will increase, which is termed as thermal expansion. It will expand thermally. That's why it cannot pass through the ring after heating. Why? Because its dimensions have increased due to heating.
Now let's discuss the kinds of thermal expansion. Thermal expansion is of three kinds. First is linear expansion, superficial expansion and the cubical expansion. Let's study about them one by one. Linear expansion. The increase in length of an object on heating is called linear expansion. You can see here, this was the original length of an object. On heating, its length has increased. Second is superficial expansion. The increase in area of an object on heating is called superficial expansion. Here you can see on heating, the area of an object has increased. Cubical expansion. The increase in volume of an object on heating is called cubical expansion. Students, next topic is the anomalous expansion of water. As the word ano means different, malus means behavior. That is, behavior different from normal. We know that every substance expands on heating and contracts on cooling. But water below 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. On cooling, water should contract, but it expands. This expansion of water on cooling is known as anomalous expansion of water. Students, let's discuss the graphs. First is the volume temperature graph for the anomalous expansion of water. Now suppose that initial temperature of water is 10 degrees Celsius and you keep this water in the refrigerator. What will happen? Temperature of water will decrease till 4 degrees Celsius. You know that on cooling, water will contract. So on contraction, volume will decrease. Clear? Now on further cooling from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, due to the anomalous expansion of water, yes, on cooling, the volume will increase. Now on plotting volume temperature graph, volume we will take on y-axis and temperature we will take on x-axis. When the temperature decreases from 10 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, yes, volume decreases. Now on further cooling from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, volume increases. Now let's discuss the density temperature graph. Density we will take on y-axis and temperature we will take on x-axis. Students, we know that there is one relation between density and volume. Density is equal to mass upon volume. When the volume decreases, density increases. When the temperature decreases from 10 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, density increases till 4 degrees Celsius. On further cooling from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, density will decrease. So here you can see that water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. clear, and its value is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Students, this is all for today. Revise the topics that we have discussed. Thank you.